darlings. On a clean, moisturized face, I'm starting off my makeup routine by applying the Fenty Pro Filter primer. My skin tends to be a bit on the drier side, so I went a little heavy with this primer just to make sure that my skin felt hydrated and smooth, and also to avoid any dry patches. And for my lips, I applied the Nooni Water Blending Lip Mask. This is a great mask for preparing your lips for a liquid lipstick. Next, I'll be using the City Colors Eyebrow Kit. I usually use either the brown or the dark brown shades for filling in my brows. For shaping and highlighting, I use the Maybeline Fit Me Concealer in number 30 Cafe. I like that this concealer is very close to my natural skin tone to avoid a harsh highlight or any flashback. Here I'm using a soft concealer brush to buff the area around my brows where I applied my concealer. I used the Sephora brand concealer to prime my lids. Sorry loves, but I don't remember the shade I used. I've since replaced this concealer with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and Butterscotch. Then I buffed my lid with a small Real Techniques beauty sponge and set with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. For my transition shade, I'm using a MAC eyeshadow called Saddle, and I blend that all into my crease. Next is a second MAC eyeshadow called Brown Script. I buffed the shade just under the saddle shade and apply it all over my lid. Using my Lorac Pro matte palette, I'm taking the black shade and applying it only to the very tip of the brush. I'm using the black shadow to create a smoky effect on my upper lash line. I prefer this method until I can master the wing with the gel or the liquid liner. To coat my upper lashes, I'm using a Wonder Beauty mascara, and for my lower lash line, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner in black. I'll then go back in with the black eyeshadow, placing it over the black eyeliner to give more of a smoky effect. Sorry guys, but I don't remember the name of these lashes, but they're very wispy and semi-dramatic. Two of my favorite lashes that I would usually wear are a Little Black Dress from Kiss and Iconic from House of Lashes. So now it's time for foundation. I'm using my Fenty Foundation in the shade 370, and I usually like to apply my foundation using a dry beauty sponge. I hate when my lashes start to lift from the front of the lash line, so before I apply my lashes, I'll put the smallest drop of lash glue at the very end of my lash line. I avoid going too close to my inner eye or getting any of the glue in my eye because it will sting. Going back in with the black shadow, I take some of the black shade to clean up along my upper lash line. under eye, I'm using the Sephora concealer. And for a bit of a brighter highlight, I go in with a few dabs of this super light NARS concealer. I blend it in and set with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. For my contour, I'm using the black Radiance contour palette in medium dark. I use the sculpt shade to contour my cheekbones, jawline, forehead, my nose, and I also tap the brush under my lip to give the illusion of a poutier lip. Going back to my eyes, I go back in with both MAC shades. With a soft brush, I sweep them under my bottom lashes for a more smoky look, and apply the Wonder Mascara to my bottom lashes. To finish up the eyes, I apply the Fenty Killawatt in Ginger Binge to the inner corner of my eyes. Then I'll use the other side of Killawatt, Mascow Mule, as the highlight for my nose and Cupid's bow. To warm up my face, I'm using the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in Deep. To add a hint of color to my cheeks, I'm using the LA Girl blush in the color Subtle. Back at it again with Mascow Mule to highlight. Going in with MAC's Fix Plus to set. For my lips, I line with ColourPop's lip crayon called K. Then I coat my lips with my lip bar liquid lippie called Nudes. Then after a second coating on the lips, I'm all done. Hey guys, just filmed my go-to get ready makeup routine situation. It'll be posted as soon as I can buy expensive ass Final Cut Pro and edit this shit and get it online. I would love for you guys to follow me, like and comment, and make more content for you guys. Love you.